Hello, Matt here. Today you join me for another weekend of BMW work. And in this video, there will be tears. But first, for all of you new viewers on this channel, and there is a lot of you, let me tell you what we are doing. So we had a 149 which we built, and which then got totaled. So what we decided to do is to fix it by buying another totaled car. But this was an M135iX drive. And we've decided to swap everything into this car. So far, the engine is in, the drivetrain is in, the interior is in. Basically, this car should be ready to run, but it isn't. A lot of faults to fix. And yes, in the end of this video, we'll either get this car running with tears of joy, or it won't run, and then we'll just cry. Tears coming up! First up, this is one of the faults, this broken terminal, and I know how I'll fix this. As you can see, kinda did, and I'll show you this in another video. But that's not all. We did the Vista Plus scan, and yeah, there's still a bunch of faults. First of all, ICM, or airbag control unit, which is down here. Well, moron I am, I forgot to swap that over. So I need to code it to this car because now it's a 149 one, which this car does not like. All the other ECUs are M135i, except DSC ECU, which is here on the pump, which, well, guess what? Also needs to be coded because this car is now 4-wheel drive and it's completely different ICM. It's a completely different DSC. Actually, part number is the same, but again, we need to code it to this car. So I'll start with that. So basically this one is for coding, this one is for reading errors. Now, I forgot how to code this car. I haven't coded anything since we did the brakes, so a bunch of time ago. But hopefully now ICM, DSC, and oh no, electronic power steering rack. Well, I couldn't code that. It threw out an error. So now we'll check out with Vista Plus where we are right now. We'll let it read out the faults, reset the faults, and see what's going on. Alright, baby, down to 43. Yeah, I have to check it out and place some more with codes and everything. I can see that the DSC is still not good. So is the ICM, which I don't like. But okay, let's see what's going on. Also the electric power steering. I want to sort out these three. These three annoy me the most. These here are looking way better and should be done pretty soon. As I said, only these three are what's troubling me now. Alright, coding and diagnostics for now done. I'm done with that. So I have to research all these faults that are still on. And, well, now we're switching to a bit more mechanical stuff like axle, like filling the oils, a lot of stuff to do. Oh yeah, and then there's that. That's an M bumper. Well, that's not an M bumper, but that's what's needed for M bumper. I'll show you that in a separate video. Also, as you can see, we've finished the left half shaft or axle. We'll be putting that into a car. This is the leftovers from the right one, but I bought the new axle anyway, so I won't do anything with this. Alright, now time for an axle to go in. The way we'll do this is remove the wheel, undo the lower control arm, and the bolt. I'll show you when I remove the wheel. This went in pretty easily. Now everything here is assembled. We'll need to tighten this up once I lower the car. We need to get in the fender liners. And yeah, this is mostly done. Oh no, wait. I have to fill in the diff oil, which is way over there. Oh, that will be interesting. Alright lads, this side is done. As you can see from this puddle on the floor, the oil is in the diff. Yes, as I said, this side is done. Okay, this side is also now done. So, what's left to do? First things first, we need to put some gearbox oil in. And for that, we have a strange contraption over there. I'll show you that later. Then, we have to sort out this thing. These are oil cooler lines. I've dumped the original ones. I won't be using them. And I'll be using these AN10 lines. Or AN8. No, AN10 lines. We'll be routing them down here, just a bit further back. And then we'll be using this aftermarket cheap Chinese oil cooler. I think something like 60 euros. The lines were also cheap, they are a bit too long, but okay, we'll route them as I showed you in there. And this adapter came with lines. All in all, 150, 160 euros for all this kit. Now, if you wanted to buy a dedicated F20 oil cooler with lines done to measure and everything done professionally, well, you'd be paying around 500 euros at least, so that's like a third of the price. We had this busted piece. We've just cut out a piece of it here and drilled 2 holes, and this is the mount. So I've locked out with the mount, sturdy as hell, and it was simple as it can get. Unfortunately, it cannot be fitted this way. It seemed to work out perfectly until I tried to put the bumper in, because then we have problem with this and a bit of problem with this down here. So yeah, we have to rethink the situation. Now I'll try and flip it over, mount the hoses over there, loop them around to use most of them for now. Later on we will probably cut them off, and I mean, this should be doable without much tools needed. But yeah, I don't want to play with that for now. Alright, so this is what we have figured out. So this line is routed down here through what was once a water hose line. So it's held in this clamp. It's not touching the gearbox cooler, so that's good. It's not touching anything down there. Tied it down to the water hose, and it goes directly here into the oil cooler. And the other line, which is now too long, well, goes 90 down. It's tied down to the other hose. We are routing it back up here like this around the fan, and the perfect solution would be a 60-degree going out here and just connecting to this. But since I don't have a 60-degree but a straight one, well, we'll try to use it with this one somehow. I've never played with AN hoses, never had them assembled, disassembled, cut or anything, so yeah, I guess it's time we learn. And there we have it, all done. As I said, this one really nicely routed. This one would be better if it was a 90 or actually 60 or at least 90, but okay, we are making it do like this. It goes down here besides the fan. It's not too tight, has breathing room still. And down here they're tied together like this, and that's where they go. Yeah, now we have to check out if the bumper will fit, but I don't see a reason why it wouldn't now. But yes, before that we cannot fit the bumper until we know these. As said so many times before. So this means a lot of this stuff now needs to go off. Just a quick update. Yep, it's a car. It's a 135iX drive. I love it. It's all buttoned up, all in place. Now it's time to put the oil in, to put the gearbox oil in, and try to start the car. This car just doesn't want to start. I cannot get the oil into the gearbox because, well, as you can see, the screw is fucking ruined and I cannot take it off. Oh, and that's the last job. The engine oil is in, the engine coolant is in, everything is completed, everything is done. All we needed to do was put the gearbox oil in. And why didn't I take this when the gearbox was off the car? I fucking don't know. I didn't. And now I have a gigantic fucking problem. So yeah, guess this is it for today. No starting the car today. I'll grab my welder and I'll just ruin one of my Allen keys. I'll throw it in, weld it to the nut and undo it that way because that's the easiest way to do it. Then I need to get a new plug for the gearbox, and hopefully that means next weekend we can get the car running. But for now, yeah, no way we're doing this today. But on the plus side, the car is finished, so yeah. I've ordered these from China, cheap Chinese, wrong, don't fit. So yeah, I need to order these. I need to tighten it up here, and there's some bolts missing down here. I didn't put them in yet, but okay. As you can see, it's a complete car. We still have to machine the brakes. We'll do that once we get it running. The oil cooler. Oh, I didn't show you. I needed to cut the tab, this tab, left one, off because it was falling on the bumper. But yeah, the oil cooler is in there. Yes, we're waiting for the bigger intercooler, so we'll fix that in here. We could use brake coolant ducts. I have to get them. We'll probably get those two and put them in here so we have brake cooling. But yeah, all in all, this car is getting mostly put together. And I mean, as I said, engine oil is in, coolant is in, gearbox, not gearbox, diff oil, it's in. All we needed to do. So basically, last thing we wanted to do before turning the car on, because it's a complex, because it's, well, it takes time to put it in. So we plan on putting that last, and then, yeah, we were about to start the car. Maybe better, because I didn't show you we broke the oil pressure valve, regulator valve, whatever it is. So yeah, that still hasn't arrived, and yeah, we broke it when we were putting the radiator in, so there's that. We need to change that. Maybe better not to start the car without that, because yeah, we could do some damage to the engine. But anyways, with this sad image, we're done. Hopefully we get it off next weekend and we start the car. But until then, hope you enjoyed this one. I told you there will be tears, and I'm freaking... Oh, why didn't I take it off while it was off the car? But I didn't, and it is what it is. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a like. It really means a lot. And yeah, why not subscribe? We're just this close. Anyways, as I said, for today, this is it. And yeah, I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye.